might die tonight, but if I do, I'm a...
Love thyself.
Knowing there's a problem at hand to begin with.
Oi, oi, oi.
Back into it.
Here we are.
Another one. Oh, I'm loud.
What are we? Is this 15 now?
15, yeah. Yep.
Oof, and it's bloody smoky in here as it is because we've got the smoke machine in here now, and it's pretty bloody cool, let me tell you. I'm a big fan of it.
Definitely makes things look fucking cool as fuck. 8:35 on a Tuesday morning. We are back next following week. We said we'd do it following Tuesday, and here we are.
We're doing it. We're fucking doing it. And yeah, we're right into it. Same deal with me. I'm always a little bit fucking slow to start off with in the mornings. That's just fucking what I do. Oh, it's just how I fucking am, to be completely honest. I'm trying to fucking sort that out. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject, which we could probably get into, to be completely honest. But
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one to talk about.
my sleeping patterns is pretty fucked up. But I don't know, too. I fucking seen a video yesterday, and I was like, "Fucking this bitch is on point, man." Like, I don't. Why are we sleeping like we shouldn't be sleeping like we're like the only animals on Earth that sleep like 8-hour
that
chunks
gap.
and then fucking work our dicks off for fucking 12 hours.
What's the
Just-
other way?
Just nice little
micros.
naps, man. Yeah,
Just
like,
little-
and I'm not a big fan of naps. I never have been. I'm like, because I don't know. I think because I'm stuck in that sort of thinking of being like, once I go to sleep, I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Where like I think if I hit that stage of just sort of micros, just having a little nap here and there. But then I think too, like that's got to be, it's got to be a pretty intense lifestyle.
Yeah, man, and that's just another way, like another pattern you've got to get used to, because you know what it was like working in the markets, and that's a complete different pattern, and fuck, that takes a long time to get used to.
Yeah, well, that's what I think I'm sort of stuck in too. I'm sort of stuck in a bit of a fuck.
Or you've just been sleeping since we've been going to the markets. You've just been the same market pattern.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, hang on, now we're just thinking of all this. You're just stuck in the market pattern.
And fucking staying up watching Freddy Krueger movies at bloody
Yeah,
Capirises.
You're the blame, bro.
It hasn't, but like, and I guess sort of all the above of just having like late nights and shit like that. It's just fucking how I am. Like I don't want to go to sleep ever.
But that's because you can't shut your brain off yet. It's not because you just want to stay up and be that cool dude.
I can be pretty like even just body tired. It's just I just can't turn my fucking head off at all.
Yeah.
And like even just like fine, I need to be able to be asleep before fucking 10:30, 11 o'clock. Like I need, because once it comes, man, I'm fucking on fire. Like my creative flow just starts fucking, and like doing research on it. It's not meant to fucking be doing that shit, but fuck, what do you do?
Because it's crazy. I've seen, sometimes that you just fucking fucked. Like to look at, you look rooted, and then I'll go to bed because I'm the same. I'll snooze, fucking wake up, and you don't wake up for another fucking bunch of hours, and I'll fucking ask you a fucking late one, and you're like, yeah, man, it couldn't have been any later. I've just fucking stayed up. Yeah. And it was like, but you were fucked. What do you mean? Why do you do it? It's like, well, I can't fucking help it. And it's obviously something that's through and through, because when I first moved in with you, I was like, bullshit, you can't help it, man. Like but it's still there through and through. You can't fucking shake it. Just go to bed early, man.
Yeah,
but then even that,
it's not going to happen. Like, I'll just sit there in bed staring at the fucking ceiling, like, buzzing. It's fucking weird, man. It is. It's like, and that's what I sort of feel like. I feel like I am probably the sort of person that, like, a lot of my shit can be intense. So it's like, I'd have to be, like, really amped up and flat out to sort of pull that off. You have to be, like, in between fucking things and, like, still flat out here and there, and then be able to go like, right, I've got fucking 45 minutes. I'm going to just fucking lay down for a little bit and give myself a little bit of a rest. Bang on, fucking, you're into it for another 3-hour fucking session of something, and fucking, righto, that's done. It's off the fucking cards. I'm going for another fucking nap, and then...
I think that could be really fucking hard.
Well, yeah, because of the lifestyle everyone else lives. That's the problem. We're stuck in a society that is driven by that lifestyle of you have to keep up. Like, at the end of the day, like, If I want to go to bed for an hour, fuck off, cunts.
Definitely. I get that, but I just think personally that would be hard. Just to fuck everyone. I'm going to bed for a bit.
Well, that was all. That. I think that's almost fucking where like my shit probably deep down started, is the fact that it's like FOMO. Like, I'm not going to bed because it's like fear of missing out. Like, you know, being up late.
But everyone else is in bed.
I know.
You're not missing out on those things.
But, you know, it's one of those fucking, and like, I don't know, it is that sort of point too where like everything else is like, it's quiet, and like my head does just like drift in silence, and like, I don't know, it's comfortable there sometimes. So like when it does sit in fucking, when it is like 2 o'clock in the morning and there's fucking nothing else going on, yeah, my brain's just fucking firing like a motherfucker.
Do you reckon that, because there is someone always fucking, when you used to fucking live by yourself and there was that chunk there, you could shut off easier and quicker? Because I'll be up to, you know, 12, 11, 12, 1
Yeah,
sometimes. So that's keeping you going. And
100%. Because even like if I have those nights that I could be sort of starting to die down, and I could be like, right, I reckon I could fucking be pretty fucked out by fucking 8:30, 9. But then it's like your buzz will just fucking bang. I'm fucking peaking again. There's no way I'm going to go to bed. Like, it's just not going to fucking happen. It's like, I need that.
So the old situation, living circumstances here at the moment probably wouldn't be helping at all, just because of, you know, you can't get away from fucking either one. So
it's probably a massive sort of part. But then, you know, like it also, on like the other end of the stick, well, I guess it does. It's just like me waking up is just the initial problem is the going to fucking sleep. It's like, I do have an issue of always being like, I don't want to go to bed, but then once I'm in it, I fucking don't want to get out either. It's not like I don't wake up and go, woo, the day's here. I go, fuck, I'm just meh. And it takes me a while to like fucking kick in.
And that's
gear.
because you've not had a full fucking, you know, you've gone to bed only 3 hours before it.
Yeah, most of the fucking time it's
like, that's,
it's fucking shit house. But yeah, I don't know, it is one of those things that is at the fucking sort of at the top of one of those self-care.
Yeah, for sure.
The things that I'm just trying to fucking get on top of.
And I tell you, man, I don't envy it one bit, because fuck, what a fucking bitch that'd be to live with. Like, it's not fucking the best, that's for sure. Especially, you know, I can see the frustration in yourself sometimes when you get up and you're just like, fuck, again, man. Did it again. And it's just like more annoying, especially first thing in the morning, starting your day. You don't need fucking shitness like that. But yeah, something to work on.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking weird, man. It's like, I don't know, too. It's just, and you know, like even some nights it can be like, you know, like I'll be like body tired and be like, I'm fucked, but there's no fucking way I'm going to shut this cunt up. Like,
yeah.
It's just not going to fucking happen. Like, I got to fucking tackle all these fucking ideas in my head and then fucking work out which one's fucking reasonable, which one's doable, fucking how we're going to do it, or if I'm planning something. Like last night I was fucking up pretty much writing scripts for fucking Tassie shit.
Yep.
Like, it's always fucking something.
I find it like it's strange in that sense, because I know when I'm body tired and I'm exhausted and whatnot, that then makes my brain exhausted to the point where thinking patterns and trying to think straight becomes fucking difficult.
Yeah.
All the rest of it. So, and I know if I fucking lay down, I'll be out within fucking drop of a hat, basically. So I find it hard to push through that, because yeah, it then makes my thinking and everything go fucky. So it's fucking like, I don't know how you do it in that sense, because you are fucked and tired, but you just keep, you know, that's obviously your brain. It's not shutting off, just ticking regardless of how else the rest of your body feels and shit. But it's crazy how different people do different things and act in different ways with, different feelings.
Yeah, and like it sort of is weird, because like when it actually comes down to the point of me like bringing myself to bed, like I don't struggle when it comes to like lying down and putting my head on the pillow. Once I lie down and fucking I'm going to fucking sleep here, like I go to fucking sleep like I do. I fall asleep like a motherfucker. But it's bringing myself to even feel like my mind and body are at the same point to be like, you know, comes down to shit like probably fucking meditation. And it does sort of help that shit, but I still end up just on I'll fucking finish me meditation, sort of breathing, just chilling, righto, I'm fucking gonna get ready for fucking bed soon, and I'll sort of get back up and sit down for another fucking 2 seconds, and bang, some ideas fucking popped in, or an idea's come in mid fucking thingo, and that's just all I'm plotting now is that idea, and it's like, fuck.
Because you always say as well, like obviously one of the last things we do before we go to bed, most people brush their teeth. That's a time for yourself where fucking the brain just floods in.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking shit because it ends up just being, I'm fucking buzzing again right before I need to go to bed because I've fucking come up with all these fucking stupid ideas. But
Yep.
that's
fuck, the sleeping patterns.
Mm.
Yeah, well, get it sorted. You won't fucking know yourself, Shano.
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll fucking slowly get that fucking shit sorted. I'm just fucking flicking through my phone because we did some bloody messages and shit, and I put some shit out there on the internet, and I just wanted to get it ready. But other than that, I don't know. Fuck all. What about yourself there, Schmido? What have you been doing in the last week?
Same deal. Just working, getting a bunch of shit done and out. Got a couple of jobs here that I'm waiting on bits and pieces to come in the mail to finish them off. But over the last week, actually, I did a little bit of a detail on a couple of excavators. That was cool. One's an old one. One was a brand new. Only had 100 hours on it, so that was something different. And yeah, it was cool to fucking suss out a new machine and what they're all like. I tell you, they're fucking really, really nice. They're just as good as a fucking new car. They smell like a new car. They fucking
Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
drive and feel good and solid. But fuck, they want to be for the amount of money you got to spend to get the fuckers. They're pretty fucking pricey things. But yeah, in a whole, it's been pretty cool. Just all different flavours of jobs and shit like that. Just keeping it all rolling. And yeah, that's basically the last week. It's been, just recent, just gone the weekend, fucking, you know, being a long weekend. It does stuff things around just with things not being open and public holidays. Everything's fucking shut and it's hard to kind of do anything. So yeah, just kind of had to.
I mean, man, public holidays are fucking times for you to get fucked up, man, and go hang out and do cool shit. What do you need shops to be open on public holidays for, man? That's the point.
Oh yeah, the world's giving us a day off. Sick. Let's fucking. We're on holiday. Nah, not at the moment, man. Hasn't been like that for a long time for myself. I don't really like everything else going on in the world. I don't really take much notice of it and just do my thing. So. I just fucking would be nice on public holidays if fucking some places could stay open so I could get some shit fucking done. So yeah, a bit of a scattered fucking last few days due to that. But yeah, back on now. Tuesday, start of the week, fucking should be getting some deliveries in the mail and I'll be able to fucking get back into it, finish these jobs off.
Yep, fucking oath. And yeah, probably just a bit of shit coming on pretty soon. It's been in the works for probably about a month and a half, maybe 2 now. It was probably start of the year, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, are you talking the trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I first got asked, hit up by a good friend Dean Matheson on what we wanted, if I wanted to go away and drive this car and all the rest of it. So yeah, probably a month ago, but that's definitely coming around quick as fuck.
Yeah, so that should also be a little bit interesting for obviously all you guys because you probably end up seeing a bunch of content. We've even spoken. Long story short, we're going to Tassie for 7 days or 6 days.
To Tasmania to ride around on Harleys. Well, there's 15 or 16 bikes going, Harleys. We're all going over as a big crew. I'm taking, me and Borgs, I've hired a fucking 12-seater commuter bus. Going to take some seats out, just enough to put a bike in. Worst case scenario, but me and Borgs are going to be in that bad girl, fucking following the crew, being a bit of a support vehicle. Got a bit of an on-site mechanic, and Borgs has organised a bit of the accommodation around the joint for the 7 days. So, bit exciting, going to be fucking cool.
Shaz cats.
Yeah, good old mum. On your Shaz.
On your Shaz.
But yeah, I've never been to Tassie, but it should be fucking interesting, especially with that amount of fucking crazy cunts.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit of a interesting time. Tassie's, I've been to Tassie a couple of times. I think Tassie's a beautiful place. And I mean, in saying that too, you know, like I did go in points where I probably didn't appreciate those points as much. Like I seen them and I know that they're there, but I just sort of, you know, I think I went to Tassie once when I was young with me mum and sister for something to do with some family shits. So we did a little bit of travelling there, and was sort of not bad. Then I went there with school. I had like a camp in fucking Tassie, which was pretty dope. But so yeah, and then we did the fucking, what was that, freestyle, the fucking speed and style in Tassie a couple of years ago.
That event, that comp.
But Tassie's a sick joint, and I was sort of pretty definitely keen to.
Have you done much driving around the place?
Yeah, well, that's sort of what we did with school, because we just drove around on a fucking bus.
Right. That's pretty crazy. You got to go over for school. I never did much cool shit with school on camps and that. Just locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't really get the
did you
opportunity
do like
to
a
go
snow
away.
trip?
Nah, man. No.
Did you have it? Did you do it, or just school didn't have it?
I don't think we had it. I think maybe in year 11 and 12 it was an option, but I didn't fucking go that far.
Fucking Christian college.
Yeah, all of that. That was, yeah, and that was the other
You know
thing.
what we'll do? We won't give them real life experiences. We'll teach them about some bullshit.
Yeah, give them a book and say that you've got to live from that.
And fucking don't cut your hair like that, you cunts.
Yeah, fully. Don't have a fucking mohawk and a fucking steel stud hanging out your lip. You get fucking expelled.
Fuck that shit. But yeah, so Tassie, that's been obviously like a little bit on the back burner for both of us, of sort of just sorting that out, getting a few things sorted for it.
Trying to work around the times.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, there's probably going to be there is going to be a shit ton of content, because that's just when I fucking get in my zone, when I'm away on the road and I just want to film new things.
And
so
we
I'm sort
did
of a little bit excited about that, to be honest.
For sure, it's been a little bit for yourself since that's been a thing. Since you've gone away with a backpack full of cameras and fucking kind of driven around and
like
filmed.
I find it like that's when I find myself like it's easier and more comfy for me. Like when I'm like traveling, I feel comfortable with like floating around with a camera and filming everything, because it's like I'm on an excursion or a trip. It's an experience where like
I struggle to
do. Like I struggle to pull out a camera and record myself during the day at home doing things and stuff like that, because it's just like I'm just at home doing things, where like I probably do my best work at home, and that's what I should be sort of capturing a lot of the time. And sometimes I try to, but it is very that's where I'm fucking just buzzing.
Yeah,
So I'm fucking pretty keen on.
And I bet you when you're away on a trip like this and other ones you've done, it's probably really easy for you to get into a fucking good daily sleep pattern, eh? Because you're all fucking getting up ready to fucking do what you want.
They're those sort of days where like in that sleeping pattern, like, man, I'll be, because there's heaps going on, I'll fucking probably still stay up till fucking 12, 1 o'clock playing around with fucking footage.
Yeah, but you've got a reason to get up.
But yeah, like 7 o'clock comes and I'm like in the morning, I'm like, fucking let's go. Like we're fucking going here first and we're going to get fucking brekkie, and then we're going to get, it's just like a whole different buzz where like I don't get that here. I don't get that at home, which is fucking pretty shit house. But it's also one of those things where like if you can juggle that right, it should end up being good. But yeah, bloody Tassie, 6 days. We're pretty much just gonna. It was sort of semi-winged. We winged it, but yeah, me, Shaz Cats, my mum's organised a few different random places for accommodation. I think there's still a couple of nights that are a little bit open, so just to sort of see where we are, but no exact plan. We're just gonna fucking ride around and see the sights and have a good time with some fucking good old mates, which is also another good one. Like it's a pretty decent crew of like OGs in our life.
Yeah, I was going to say for like the people that are around now because of the podcast and the things that me and Borgs are doing, like these are the dudes that we grew up with and rode with and filmed with and travelled around to comps and shows and whatnot. Even before I moved away, like this was the 16-year-old crew that we had growing up doing everything. So, it's been a long time since we've done something like this, and especially now at the age we're at and the knowledge we've got and all that. Not that I don't think that's going to really make a fucking difference when we're all together. It's all going to be pretty loose, but
Yeah.
it's just, I'm looking forward to that because I've kind of not had that for a long time with all this crew. So, yeah, there's no better feeling to having a fucking bunch of old mates back together in a fucking, all wanting to do the same thing.
Yeah, all in it for the same reason, there for a good time, and it's a fucking solid crew. Like, it's not only like a big in size numbers. You know, there's a lot. That's fucking 16 fucking Harleys. There's a lot of motherfuckers.
Definitely.
With a big loaded van. But yeah,
100%.
it's just
and a lot of years in between all of us, you know, like as mates in different ways, all together, fucking different people, and it's going to be fucking sick. Like,
yeah.
I'd hate to see some people trying to get in our way over that time because I'm telling you, they'll be fucking, pushed out the way pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty fucking wild to sort of, or unlucky to step into that zone and not see the bigger picture. You know, just be unlucky and pull up fucking one of the boys in the toilet like some fucking hero shit. But I mean, let's hope Tassie's not fucking like that and everyone's fucking cool in Tassie and
fucking oath, we're not there for any fucking shit times like that. But you know, if something does happen, it's going to be something to talk about. So you will hear about it.
But we are also talking. We're probably going to take most of this fucking equipment shit with us. Obviously, not all of it. Probably won't take all the fucking TV and shit, but pretty much when you do break it all down, there's actually not much here. Probably steal the couches from whatever fucking hotel we're fucking
rip them out the front
staying at, and we're gonna probably try and do a podcast while we're away, a little bit of a on tour podcast, which is a little bit interesting and could be something that we try to, I don't know, somehow make a little bit regular, a little bit on the road, you know, the podcast on the road.
Yep.
Not sure plans. Obviously, there's going to be another 16 cunts around. We might fucking get a bunch of them in and on and talk a bunch of shit with them. And that's
floating around.
I'd
the whole
say
time.
that we'll probably, the way if we set it up sort of smart, we'll probably just do it in the morning as well. So we're just out the front when all these cunts are waking up, and fucking here we are talking shit out on the fucking front lawn. And yeah, if they want to come over and say hi, they can come over and say hi. Or we'll drag them over and fucking make them say hi.
Bloody oath.
But so there's a little bit going on, coming on. There's fucking...
Yeah, a bit to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to create a little bit of fucking goodness.
Yep.
To be honest, and spark a few things that we haven't had around here between us two for a bit. You know, with all this shit where we are now, it's kind of tied us down to this place for a little bit, but it's now getting to the time that we can get out and do a couple more things and get that different content and just try different shit and whatnot. And I think once a trip like this happens and ignites a few things, it's going to get us back on a bit of a fucking flow and a roll and wanting to do all this fucking stuff again. So it's it's going to be good for it all, I think.
Yeah. I definitely agree. It's going to be a damn good time. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's it's coming. It's coming. We're all as anxious as each other. So yeah. I don't know what else is going on. Other than that,
There's a couple of bloody questions that people have dropped in on the Facebook post.
Yeah, I did a couple of, and I did one on fucking Insta too, and a few fucking comments have fucking swung through there. But well, yeah, we got fucking. What do we got here? Mickey. Bloody Mick Balls. I can never say your last name.
What are you on? Insta or Facebook?
Insta. There's just, a bunch of questions on my Insta. So I'll smash through all them and get them out, and then we'll go to the fucking Facebook ones. But yeah, Mick, you know who you are, Mickey boy, you fucking mad cunt. I'm tripping if you think I'm going to say your fucking last name. But talk about FMX and why it once was what it was and how it seems to be dying even worldwide. You can get on that one first, Schmidt, I reckon.
Yeah, well, FMX...
Why it once was what it was and how it seems to be dying.
Well, the once what it was fucking absolutely epic. It was the sickest fucking sport that anyone's seen because it was out there, it was different, it was extreme, and it was dangerous. The risk versus reward was, well, the risk involved was huge, and then back then the reward was just as big, at the start, and I guess that's why it was fucking everywhere and everyone wanted to do it and be it and all the rest of it. And it was cool. It was new. It was different. Now it's kind of at a point where it's been done, and people are scratching at the walls trying to figure out new things to do. Promoters aren't behind it as much as when they used to be at the start because it was all a new thing and happening. People don't want to bloody put any money to it, you know. Just motorsport in general in the world, let alone just Australia, is, I wouldn't say struggling, but it's not the best. It doesn't have the best fucking backing and all the rest of it. Don't get me wrong, there's some fucking things in the world that are just fucking got all the backing. But as for moto stuff and even more so freestyle, it's fucking, yeah, no one's really backing it. No one's doing the things. It's very hard to create an event for it and make it work, something that people are going to come to because they haven't seen before or it hasn't been done. It's all of the above. It's sad and it's annoying, but, you know, it is what it is, and it could only last so long. Don't get me wrong, it will keep going, but people are going to keep pushing, but it's not like it used to be, and I don't think it ever will be like it used to be.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like it's definitely one of those things that, you know, I think just the whole of extreme sports has hit a pinnacle. It hit a point that it was, I think that's sort of what the probably biggest problem is. Like, it went so high that it had to fall. Like, it was the coolest thing. Everyone wanted to be extreme sports in that, you know, late 2000s. It was just, that is the hot topic, and I think it got to the point that was like, it was either too risky, and like even for your average Joe, it was like, I'm not going to go out there and do backflips and stuff, so I'm not even going to fucking bother. And it hit that point where I think everything was just punched so much, like fucking Krusty Tour, fucking Nitro Circus Tour, fucking, they're in your face, they're everywhere. It's like, well, we've all done it, we've all seen it, and it's no different than watching it on YouTube anymore.
Exactly.
So why the fuck, unless I have the opportunity to be out riding with those certain people that I do, and I think, you know, that's changed too, like the way of viewing everything. Everything's more transparent now. Everything's on Instagram. Everything, you don't wait for a Krusty video at the end of the year to see all the highlights of the year. You see it on that person's Instagram that night. And once you see it, you flick past it and you go, I don't give a fuck. No one, unless it's something wild.
Yeah.
And even if it is wild as fuck, people talk about it for a day and a half and then expect
Even
the new
then,
thing. Like,
it's
everyone's just so hungry for more now that something like extreme sports is just, oh yeah, like, cool, you can do that, but at the end of the day, on a wide scale of things, no one gives a fuck. Like,
Definitely.
no one cares
And
about that shit anymore.
it happens so quick, you know, like when it first started getting traction and whatnot, people started understanding it. Freestyle motocross, it's fucking dangerous, it's cool, it's scary, it's this, it's that. It fucking blew up so fast.
Oh.
Everything got done, everything got tried. Well, a lot of things, and in such a small amount of time. Well, that can't last forever, and it's never going to last forever because it's now slowed right down. And yeah, there is some people out there still trying to do new things and world records, world firsts and whatnot. But fuck, that list is getting smaller and smaller. No matter how much thinking you do in what can I do, and you know, thinking up ideas, it's still, man, like it's becoming really, really fucking hard for people to create something for other people to go, wow, look at that. And my attention is now on that and lasting longer than fucking 10 minutes. Yeah. It's difficult.
And, you know, like, it's going back to everything being different and being on the internet and being on your phone and everything, you know, like everything has to look, you know, you can't, like, footage of you out in your back paddock in the dirt isn't appealing to anyone anymore. Like, it's yuck. I don't want to watch you ride out in your back paddock, cunt. Like, I want fucking flames, big jumps, and fucking, like, I want all the shit that I've seen in every single Krusty Demons movie in one hit. And like, do you sort of know what I mean?
And that's hard.
That's what I mean. So it is.
You can't put sand dunes in a fucking arena or in somewhere, or, you know, like, there's so many things, like.
I think, but I also think too, you know, it's going back down to the roots of it. That fucking camera just died. It's going back down to like the roots of it all, and like there's that new era now. Like all the OGs that started this shit for us are now old men with kids and their own plaything in their backyard. Now they've got YouTube channels, and I think that's where it breaks back down to everything being like, it's more like, I think, and it's starting to build the communities now. At the start it was just like, wow, I want to be it, you want to be it, you're not fucking cool enough, I'm not cool enough, all just where now it's slowly with things like social media, you can slowly build those groups and people that might be like, oh yeah, I've been building, I got a fucking daughter or a son and they ride and I've built this track in my backyard. You guys look like you sort of do the same thing. Maybe come over and have a ride and then we make a YouTube video. And we just entertain the people, because I think that's the other thing too. Like we're moving into a world where it's like, because everything is so transparent, it's like, you can't be fooled with like an illusion that someone else has presented to you anymore of like, this is this person and this is that. It's like, well, is it? I'm going to go check that person out myself and find that out for myself.
Yeah.
And like, unless those people are actually producing stuff for people to come back to, no one cares. So
Sure.
it's fucking,
Unfortunately, it's a
it's
shit
everything, and what goes up must come down. And I guess it's one of those things that like you've just got to embrace it while it's fucking there. And obviously we were young when we copped all that heat of that shit, but
I'm stoked we were
we
around
still,
for that era.
you got your memories and you got all that shit, and that's all you can sort of look back and be like, man, we lived through that when it was like that, and it'll never be like that again.
No, that's what I was going to say. Like,
And that's like everything, everything has stages, and the kids today will be living through something that's going to be fucking not, and that's just how it goes. But
well, just to chuck in on that point too,
So
I was
change that
sussing
battery.
this. Did you see this? Jacko put up. Crazy, eh? 84. Jose Yarns. He posted up, and this dude back in 1984 did the first ever backflip. First I've seen of this, and that just goes to show, like, back then this dude was trying that. It didn't get traction. No one even knew about it. No one, and now it's been done. People see it's worldwide, and it's kind of old. And here we are talking about this being kind of pushing out of, well, not being a thing anymore as such, or it fading away, whatever. And yeah, it's pretty, firstly, it's crazy to see this, that this dude was trying this back then on the shit he was doing it on. Go have a suss. It's on Jacko's page. I don't know where else it'd be. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that it's kind of now done. It's been done. It's been seen, and now it's like, and not just a backflip. Like, I'm talking freestyle motocross in a whole, like, staying on that same question we were talking about. Like, it's sad for myself, but if you can, I don't know, I guess just hold on to it, and if you do come up with something fucking rad, put it out there to the world, because it might get traction and it might keep the sport alive a little bit more. But I don't think it'll ever die completely. It's too cool for that. But
everyone, there'll always be riders, and there'll always be the crazy ones that want to fucking sort of technically just show off and do stunts, like. And there'll always be the one that wants to be the fucking fastest. That'll always happen, and they'll always, and like there is the new generation of it, and it is coming up. Like I said, all the OGs that started it now have kids and fucking nephews and nieces and all that sort of shit. That's like, give them another 5 to 10 years, and they're going to be doing it too. And I think it does. You need that break and that downfall. Like seeing that shit like Jacko's, that's only cool to watch now because it's hardcore.
Yeah, for sure.
If he was doing that in a foam pit in 1984, no one would give a fuck. It wouldn't be cool footage.
Definitely.
So I think that it's going
even
back
cooler
to
look
those.
back at now though, because
100%.
All these motherfuckers claiming I did the first one. Mate, you had nothing.
Yeah.
This dude was doing it.
Well, man, that cunt did one on fucking Metal of a crazy Metal Gods or whatever the fuck that fucking movie was. He did it into the water way before all those fucking.
But this is in 84 going to a fucking down ramp.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's massive, and it was not dirt. It was portable, made out of fucking timber.
Yeah,
And this
it
guy
is.
was on fucking 85.
And like I think that's what it's about. You know, if you're out there in your backyard, you got to be fucking hardcore to turn some heads. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously, fucking stay
He
safe
was.
out there, kids. But fucking you, that's the game we're playing. Anyway, fucking moving on to a bloody another one. The same sort of, obviously, probably moving on about the same sort of deal. But the 110 craze, where is it going, and will it die soon, like the mini bikes in the past?
Ooh, good question.
It is, and yeah, look, it's exactly like what we were just talking. It's a phase. It's a bit of a fad. You can obviously tell it came in super heavy because of the lockdown thing, which makes a lot of sense. Everyone's fucking stuck inside. They've got a backyard. Let's get a mini bike and ride it out the back. It is quite funny that fucking 2 years ago, fucking I was doing things on mini bikes and everyone was like, "When you get a big bike?" And now everyone's like, "Where do you get those mini bikes from?" You fucking
No, you
classic.
can't even buy them anymore because every
You
motherfucker's
can't,
got
'cause
one.
everyone wants them. But look, man, it's always just going to be a little bit of a fucking fad for those people that jump on fads, for the fucking dudes that fucking ride them or just ride in general and just generally know that at the end of the day you're always going to have fucking fun on a mini bike.
But in saying that, Borgs, I feel that the 110 craze has got more legs than what the 50 craze ever did because
Nah.
they are fitted.
Nah.
It'll last longer because they are fitted more for the bigger person. So cunts, you know, they're not going to get over it like fucking 50s, and they'll just put it out the back and forgotten about because they're awkward to ride and they're fucking shit. And Johnny didn't fucking, he sold his. Where if Johnny sells his 110 now, old mate's still going to ride his because it's more inviting, man. They're more inviting.
100%, but it's still a fad. It's still just
Yeah,
it's
the
still,
craze of it all,
it's
100%.
Still, it'll fucking, you know, like, and we only see it like that now because like we're at the like when it was the same deal then when the 50s were fucking cool with the people that were right into that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It
It
it's
can only
definitely-
last for so long,
Yeah, like
unfortunately.
pretty much, and you know, it's that sort of thing where it is. We're in the situation where everyone can't go far and only has tight areas to do things. So mini bikes are like the option. Once, hopefully, when fucking these cunts decide, when everything opens back up or whatever they're meant to be doing, maybe, you know, big bikes become a little bit more of a fucking trend. But I think,
Yeah, that'd be cool to see again. Fucking oath.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Fucking Mick. These are all from fucking Mick. This can't fucking just smash me phone with fucking questions on you, mate. But how this was a little bit of a fucking.
Are you talking Mick Banaswawich or?
Buzz.
I pronounced that terribly, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit broken, but I'm trying to decipher it. It's like how people go in your life and seem to be for good most of the time. So I think what you're trying to say there is how people come and go in life and it seems to end up being a good thing most of the time. So, you know, generally speaking, you have obviously maybe a bunch of mates and then you're not mates with them anymore and it ends up being a good thing, or you are mates with certain people for a little bit, maybe you fall off and then they come back around and there's a reason why you were mates in the fucking first place.
100%. 100%.
I'm not really sure. I guess because you haven't really asked a question. It's more of a topic.
Well, I
but
guess on it, it's a good thing. It can be a good thing.
I think it's just one of those things that you just have to accept that like not everyone is there for you all the time. You don't have to have everyone in your life for all the time. Like people are there for a fucking certain amount of time, and I will leave, and you might never hear or see them again, but.
If it's meant to be, they'll come back around, and
it will.
You know,
and
it's in that situation, I've found if you force against it and try and make something happen, that it's, you know, it's not happening, but you're forcing for the opposite reaction, and it's just never going to work. You're better off letting it phase out and do its thing, and then most times out of 10, if it's meant to fucking be and meant to happen and be like that, it'll come back around within time, and it'll all be good again. I guess you can.
Yeah, I think that does come from obviously getting a little bit older, a little bit wiser in the years, seeing things and being like, and obviously just having that time for things to come back around and sort of, time tells everything. And, there's certain people that, you go from, I guess, the good people in life. You might, be fucking super fucking friends with this person. You might just be someone at work, and then you both go different ways in work. But at the end of the day, 6 years later, you have both got the same sort of thing, and you're just coming back together, going, "Fuck yeah, let's do this." So, yeah, just it can always come back around, and I guess in the bad sense too. You've got those people that are in your life, and they, it turns to fucking shit. Whatever happens, you have your fucking shit fights, and things move on, and then. I've gone a little bit fucking blank on what my fucking actual point was.
But that can still happen, and it can all still come around full circle and match back up again. Like, fuck, we've lived it. We've lived lots of these patterns over our time.
100%, yeah.
And,
and there's certain things. I think the biggest thing is like letting it. I think when you sort of have the best option is to like don't burn your bridges. That's probably the best advice in that situation of being like, at the end of the day, whether you do have a little bit of a falling out with someone for the best or for the worst, don't fully burn that bridge, because if you burn that fucking bridge, then there's no way that connection's ever going to get made again. And
it's going to be heaps harder anyway.
Yeah, and that can fucking those things do happen. Like, that's been one of those things that I've sort of, time has proven to me that it's like, if you fucking keep your mouth shut about a situation and just keep doing your thing and keep doing you while they go out there and fucking shit talk about you and fucking say whatever the fuck they need to say, that eventually there will be a time where it all comes back and the truth comes out, and they've done the same thing to fucking 5 other people after you, and it starts becoming very fucking obvious who the piece of shit was in that situation. And that's because they fucking burnt all their bridges. They didn't keep their mouth shut, and you ran on fucking emotions. It's like,
and that's coming back to what Borg said before. Like, time will tell everything, because time shows all your shitness when you are a fucking shit person. No matter how hard you try to fucking keep it under wraps and not show it, it surfaces and it fucking shows. And yeah, unfortunately, well, probably fortunately, because there's a lot of people out there like it, and it's, it is what it is. It's fucking something that, I've gone fully blank too.
Yep. Anyway, moving on from that one.
Yeah.
Moe over. Oh, I've gone and fucking said it, and you've. Can we ask for a shout outs, bro? If so, shout out. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't fucking do this whole shout out thing. I don't vibe with it. I get it. I do get it. Of course, it's gonna help, but it's like, you've got more chance of asking me a genuine question and me being like, "Oh, Moe," and actually engaging with you rather than just being like, "Fuck yeah, shout out to Moe." Like,
Well, you've had your shout out now, mate.
Oh, you fucking have. And just to anyone else out there that's don't ask me for shout outs, because it's like, just go out and do something that you think I'll appreciate, and then I'll shout you out. Or just be simple and ask me a fucking question, and I'll be like, this guy. Like, I don't know. It's a very bloody.
I guess it's a trend. It's a thing that
happens. It's trendy, but like, I don't know. It jams me to be like, there's no way I would fucking hit it. Hey, can you give me a shout out?
No,
like,
I know, but fuck.
Oh, it just does me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's my opinion, and you're going to get it from fucking, because I just don't give a fuck. All right, another question from Bailey. Bailey says, how many bikes do you have? Schmitto, you want to start off? How many bikes do you have?
Me personally, I've got one, which is my FMX bike, but, I've got others that I ride, but they're personally not mine. One of them's a Borgs, but there's also other bikes here, but they're between Borgs and fucking customers and whatnot. So, yeah, I've always just had the one bike.
Yeah,
or a couple of the same.
Yeah, I bought Z250. I got a CRF 250 07 model that is currently locked up and seized in the guts. I got a 1970 Z50. I got a KLX 110. I got 2 QR50s, Fuck yeah. This is mad. I got, there's obviously that fucking 108 there that fucking Schmitto rides. That's it.
Actually, I lied.
Oh, no. And I got an XR50.
Fuck yeah, pink one.
So I got an XR50, two QR50s, a KLX 110, a Z50, and a CRF 250. So I got bloody 6 motorcycles.
Nice one. And I lie, I've got me YZ 250, old freestyle bike, RMZ 450 motard, mine and dad's, and also got a 300 beater trials bike that I've been playing around on. So there's not just the one. But yeah, it's been a big focus of mine to get a whole lot of bikes in my life, but that's what I'm working towards at the moment.
Fuck yeah. Big Rusty. What do we got here, buddy? What do we got here? Rusty dude, who is the craziest motherfucker you know?
Fuck.
I don't know, man. Every time I fucking, it's pretty much when I look in the mirror, my dude, I see the craziest motherfucker I know, and that's depends what sort of crazy you're talking about. Because I generally look in the mirror and see the craziest fucker I know. When we're talking extreme crazies, are we talking actual batshit crazy? Because I've got a lot. I know a lot of people that are actually fucking proper fucked up. Everyone's fucking crazy. Yeah. But I can't. Fuck, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Everyone I surround myself with is fucking crazy in their own little fucking way, and that's what I love about my friends.
You never know what the fuck's gonna happen when you put yourself around them. I
try to literally just fucking surround myself with crazy motherfuckers. So,
and clearly, we're obviously fit into that fucking category of craziness because we fucking deal with them every day, and we fucking we wouldn't fit in if we weren't. So it just everything and everyone that surrounds us, including ourselves, are fucking crazy. Depending on what level of crazy you're talking, fuck man, that's a big question.
It is. But on that note, we'll get to the bloody Facebook questions.
Yeah, I've got them going here.
Where do we bloody start off with? Sam Grossi. Yeah, fuck y'all. You're all gonna fucking know that I'm gonna be terrible at pronouncing your last names. It's always gonna fucking.
That's a hard one though.
Yeah, I know. But you know, it's one of those things that's like I've heard people say it, like he's like a fucking local dude. You know what I mean? It's like that name that like I've heard people fucking say it for years, but then like I go to say it and read it.
Jai Rossi.
Garossi. I think it's just Garossi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
anyway,
fuck it if it's not. Sorry, brother. You know it's fucking all love around here. Anyway, talk about the Greens and the lefts trying to shut down our bushland, which is one of those things that I guess I'm not super up to date with.
Nah. At all.
Being, we were going out in the fucking bush the other week. We obviously didn't have any troubles. I think it's one of those things that it's always been happening. It's always going to happen. It's always part of what the fuck is happening. They're trying to fucking shut down everything for everyone. And it's just, we got to fucking there's got to be a point where we fucking start standing up. We start making fucking moves and start fucking. We've got to get our fucking balls in line, ladies and gentlemen.
Got a little bit of insight on it as such, knowing like good friends, Reece Ilya. Fucking, he's been dealing with a lot of like he's a hunter and stuff, and he's been dealing with a lot of like bushland bullshit going on up in the high country with poachers, or not so much poachers. They're basically culling fucking deer with helicopters and fucking just pinning them like that. And he reckons it's pretty brutal. Like there's fucking next to none out there where usually there's fucking shitloads. But I guess it's all fucking fucky as in that sense. Like Borg said, we're not really up with it all, but there's little bits and pieces that are coming like that. And I think it's just needs to be fucking stopped. Something needs to happen because
we need to stand
wrong.
up, ladies and gentlemen. We need to stop getting fucking stood on. And at the end of the day, like that's the bottom line to it. Like we can all sit around and we can fucking talk about it forever, but at the end of the day, what we need to do is do something about it, and that's get on your fucking bikes and ride the bush, ladies and gentlemen. Just fucking ride. Fuck these cunts. And if they want to give you a fucking fine, let them give you a fine. Don't pay it. It's all fucking bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. They want to keep you inside. They want to keep you fucking working for the man, and they want to keep you in line. And when you're out in the bush with nature, feeling fucking free, they don't like that, my dudes. So just go out and fucking do it.
Are these people that are putting these fucking rules out there, like, who the fuck are they? Honestly, who
cut
the
the
fuck
fences
are
and
they?
ride, my dudes.
And even if
Fuck
you're not
'em.
a rider, if you go out there and you can conveyors or whatever you call it, and you go out and look at fucking leaves and greenery and all that shit, or if you're a fucking hunter, or if you're a fucking you like shooting archery,
Yep.
or whatever it is, it's
You
all
just want
fucking,
to bushwalk.
That's it. It's they're using scare tactics. They're saying things and pulling names and fucking words and that people don't understand and never heard of before to scare them. Now, if you just go along and don't take in their fucking bullshit and their things that they're trying to fucking scare people with, you'll actually find that these things won't be such a fucking issue in your life, and then they'll become not much of an issue in everyone's life, because what are they meant to do when no one gives a fuck about the things they're trying to make everyone give a fuck about? They can't do fucking shit because the majority overpowers their fucking shitness. So that, in saying that, it's going to be very, very fucking hard to make people understand that and go along with it and make it all happen. It'll probably never, ever happen, but the more we can talk about it and say, fucking, that's where it's at, and it's up to you guys. It's up to you people that are putting these questions out to people like us. What do you think about it? Well, this is what we think about it. It's fucking bullshit, but the only way to
And most of you probably think exactly the same. You've just got to fucking do something about it.
That's right. We can talk about it all we want and have the biggest fucking chat group on it, but it ain't going to fucking change a thing until the actions are fucking taken and these things actually started to be lived and done, and these motherfuckers realise no one's giving a fuck. Well, that's probably when things are going to change. But until then, they ain't going to change, man. They're not going to fucking stop doing what they're doing. They're only going to get worse. So, fuck. Either get used to it or fucking make change.
That's it. You're the only one that can fucking enjoy your own life. You can't. So get out there and just fucking do you, and don't fucking fuck these cunts. Anyway, another question from bloody Clinton Candy. Here we go. We got fucking future of extreme sports in today's COVID shit. I think we sort of touched that with the last question about where it's going, what it all does.
But the COVID shit's just made it even harder again.
Yeah,
to do anything.
But that's
There's
sort
no
of going
shows.
back on like what, you know, it's going to evolve. It's going to go to things like YouTube channels. It's going to go to different things. There's going to be certain people that you watch that have a community around them of people that you enjoy watching, and that's how you're going to do it. Whether they blow up and they end up maybe doing some sort of shows that you end up going to, but it's happening on YouTube, and that's like it's social now. So if you're not putting out your content and you're not making something of it, then you're gonna fucking fall off, and that's how it is. You know, hopefully there's some fucking events coming in and out, and you know, there's a few more competitions. I don't know about events. I don't really see shows and stuff are getting. They have to be getting fucking.
They'll
old.
come in a different way.
It has to be, the whole thing has to be redesigned, and it has to come. Yeah, it has to have a whole new flavour.
Man. It's happening. It's slowly.
Yeah,
like the changes in the world are making these things happen, and I think whether you like it or not, it's going to make that change where, you know, whether it's good for it or not as good as what it used to be, there's going to be that change, and regardless, it's going to happen, and eventually it will create that hype again because it is different. It's happening in a different way. You're going to have to look at it or find it in a different area. You know, it's going to be on different platforms. Like, it might not be live shows anymore. It might be something different. It might be fucking way cooler. Who knows? But until it happens, we don't know.
It might literally just turn to, like, say, dudes like us that end up just going live out the back while we're riding, and it does make you feel like you're out in the back paddock riding with the fucking boys. Like, that is what sort of fucking world we're going into, and that's what's fucking, yeah, just
there's
fucking...
been a few different drops on the interwebs, you know, from pretty big people over the last few months of different style of filming and events that online events, like not crowds or anything, but it's all viewed via like either a live fucking viewing or that shit. So it's happening. But it's going to take a long time for it to become the norm, for people to know it and understand it, and then to be made something that people go, wow, again.
Yeah.
It's going to take fucking time.
And yeah, even then, I still think it had its time.
For sure.
it'll never sort of be as mainstream as it was in the 2000s. It'll hit a peak where
can't.
it sort of becomes a little bit cool and shit again, but there's too much to see now.
Man,
There's
it's-
too much going on. There's too
it's-
much information that it's like more. What's next?
Sure.
What the fuck's next?
It's like the trend thing that we talk about. These eras that come around, like the clothing we've
Yep.
ran through and through, baggy
Yep.
shit, fucking
Yep.
big shirts, all that. That's coming around back
Yep.
again. Now it's the same thing for fucking FMX and extreme sport. We were just lucky enough to be there for the first hype
Yeah.
on the new drop of. Wow, look at that! Like now we've just got to wait for these cycles to happen again. It's just it's on its way.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I think, man, it's at the end of the day, you've just got to fucking be open to what the fuck's happening with it and just accept it and move on and move forward with it and find your flavour in the new fucking way of doing things and yeah, fucking kick some goals. Anyway, next question from Greggy. Go, Greggy, on you, mate. Man's best friend or music favourites?
Oh, a good couple of ones there, Greg. Bloody oath. Man's best friend. They're fucking great.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, he's snoozing. But anyway, that's
Yeah,
why they're
like
cool, because they don't give a
snoozing.
fuck. They do not. But
And then it's sort of a bit of a topic one, but we could just fucking piss fart around.
you
that
didn't
for
really
music.
give us much. You've just said man's best friend. Like, yes, dogs are fucking great.
Fuck yeah, dogs.
And then all music favourites. Music favourites, we have touched on this before. Again, it's the first one I go back to. Head PE, my favourite brand. They're fucking great. If you don't know who they are, go out there and fucking search them. You'll love it.
Fucking oath, bit of head PE. But yeah, no, bit of music. So I'm a pretty open. I've fucking been saying this heaps, doing all the TikTok thing because I get a bunch of people that like,
I've been hearing you say
and
it heaps.
people are like, "What's your favorite?" And I have to fucking break this down and be like, I don't have favorites. I don't like to put myself in a box of favorites. You know what I mean? Like at the end of a box of favorites. I don't like being like, oh, that's my favorite food or that's my favorite song or because like I have a variety of favorites. I like a lot of things and to like knuckle it down to be like that's my favorite. I can't do that in my head. I just don't have favorites. It's fucking I don't know, it's
You just like things.
I like it all or sort of. Like
Not all. I have heard you say that. I don't
There's-
like that.
of course, there's certain things that like I don't like, but like when it comes down, like I can't like favoritize anything and be like that's
My favourite fucking whatever. It's just
Yeah.
you've got a handful of favourites and they're all the fucking same level.
yeah, and like my day could be different. Like a food, I might fucking like fucking spaghetti today, but tomorrow,
Yeah,
Parmas are good.
100%.
What makes it my favourite? Like
Doesn't mean you got to eat it every day when it's your favourite something, or listen to it every day because it's your favourite something. It's just it's something you go back to when you're not too sure because you know it's good and you fucking like it.
yeah, I guess 100%.
It's like music, man. When you don't know what you really feeling, you go back to something you know and like.
Yeah, I guess so. But even then, I still like I could be like I don't have a. Yeah, like I just don't have favorites. I'll be like, I'll go. Just I need that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
That'll get me.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Yeah, it's fucking anyway. Yeah, that's weird. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, having favorites is a bit. It's a weird one.
But
for
it's
me.
also it is
I
good to
don't have
have favourites in music and certain things.
I have
everything.
a taste.
It's always
You
good to have
definitely.
a fucking taste. So
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's just very like don't lock yourself and be like, oh, I have to have a favorite of something or like.
no,
That is, I mean, if you fucking love something, love it. It's probably part of my fucking weird.
that's like
fucking,
where I say, Head PE is my favourite. Where really, there's heaps of other fucking musicians and bands and people fucking that I'd listen to just as much, and I do.
Yeah.
But Head PE is one that I fall back to and say, yeah, that's my favourite because they kind of are. They're
Yeah.
fucking through and through the chorus fucking band I listen to. I love their shit. The lead singer's a fucking legend. Yeah, so there's all those little things that stand out more than the fucking next, but I still like the next music just as much.
Yeah. Right, big fucking Ian Stroughton's on your straws. Fucking always coming in with some good shit. Fucking wildest night at 68 Args. That's probably a fucking, it's a little bit hard because there was some wild nights there.
Yeah, the recorded Wild Nights, like that's probably like the last one. But
Mm.
there was many of Wild Nights of just when
Yeah.
there wasn't heaps of people, it wasn't a big thing, it just was happening.
Yeah, like there's fucking one fucking night I remember, and it was I don't know what we. It was just a random night, like the same deal. I don't even think there was many fucking cameras floating around, and I swear fucking Robbie Wright was there, and he was like skating and shit. There was a bit of a skate sesh going on, and fucking next thing we knew, we had the fucking drum out with a fire in it, and we were blowing up fucking deodorant cans and shit. And then the fucking fire brigade came, and fucking coppers come, and fucking. That was just one of those things. It's just always like, fuck, that was one of those fucking nights. But it was like all like the parties and shit there were all like, it's hard. They all sort of blend into one big.
Yeah, blur. And I wasn't even
Yeah.
there for all of them, but fuck, the ones I was there for, that 100% that. They're one big fucking joined as one. Like, and there were so many different ones, so spread
we
apart.
had some fucking parties, man. Like I reckon we had like 2 Christmas Eve parties. Then there would have been like, like my birthday, Russ's birthday, probably like, because like we had a massive sesh for like
Oz Day.
Australia Day.
There was a few of them, couple.
Yeah, and like they were all just fucking what Russ's 21st, 20th even maybe. I don't know that one where he hired the fucking marquee and we had a marquee in the backyard. That shit was pretty fucking wild. That was a wild.
I
night.
wasn't there for that.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Oh.
It was fucking wild. There was a lot of like every cunt was there.
See, that's what I mean. It's like a massive blur, but then there was a stage there at the start of 68 where I wasn't around. So that could have happened then. I'm not sure, but
I reckon
there was plenty of them anyway. Fucking, as you know, Straws.
every fucking wild night. Oh, there's a couple even wild nights with you cunts. Remember that fucking fucked up night we fucking filmed that video clip, Straws? I'm talking to you, but I'm just reminiscing that it's like we fucking filmed that fucking. Fuck, I can't even remember what song it was, but fucking we ended up bloody Andy was fucking rapping on the toilet.
Mad Dog.
No, Andy fucking Apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's bloody doing raps on the toilet and fucking. We had some fucking big nights at 68, man. That was a
Yeah.
fucking ripper place. I almost need to fucking sit down and with a few cunts that fucking did it with me and bloody write a book about it. Cause
Fuck, and it was ruthless. Like the next day, you just walk through the joint going, holy fuck. Like this joint was just a free for all. This whole place. Every room,
man, like,
every fucking, the kitchen.
and like if some
fucking-
parties, man, like that's the fucking big. Like there was so many parties, man. I remember one night there was like 7 cunts in my bed. And like to be completely like proudly honest, I think there's a good percentage of females. You know what I mean? It was like me and a couple of the boys. Like it was like, we weren't getting into crazy things. It was just like a bunch of fucking drunk cunts, and there was just that much shit going on that like everywhere else was full. So we were just filled my room, and there was just fucking cunts everywhere. Fucking proper fucking.
The amount of times I'd rock up to this motherfucker's
Wild.
house at 68, sometimes legit 2, 3 in the afternoon and he's still in bed asleep. Maybe because it's a fucking big night before, or that's just his sleeping patterns.
It's always
But
fucking-
fuck, the amount of times he got dragged out of bed and woken up in a fucked up fashion was ridiculous. Like, I reckon there's a good 2 or maybe 3 times I can remember dragging him down the hallway by his feet and like, just him, fuck off. Like, yeah, funny shit. There's always something fucking happening there. It was always good.
Fucking couple of bloody questions with Straws. We could fucking talk about 68 Args all night, but fucking funniest fight you've seen. I was fucking, when I seen this pop up, I was actually trying to think of this, and I can't really, like, remember a fucking funny fight. Like,
I just remember Richie fucking kicking old mate in the head because it's on the video, but that's kind of one of the main ones I remember and seen at 68.
I mean, I've seen actually, there's been some fucking funny fights, like drunk cunt, fucking proper young cunt shit. And I don't really want to mention too many names. I'm not going to mention certain people's names because I fucking don't have anything to do with them anymore. But fuck, I'd say that actually, yeah, I remember one, man. Fuck, it was fucked up. The cunt was fucking blind, trying to be a fucking hero, fucking swinging at nothing and falling over and shit. That's always the funny ones when cunts like are trying to fight and it's like, bro, stop, you fucking idiot. But yeah, fucking, you've got me hard there. Straws on the funniest fight. I might have to fucking think about that one and come back. And then last of all, fucking question of would you rather tattoo a mate's cock on your face or mate's face on your cock? I think you should probably answer this one, Schmitto. You know about tattoos and cocks and all that sort of stuff.
Well, there's only been that one time, man. Oh man, that's fucked. That's hard.
Well,
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd want a cock on my face. So I'd just get my mate's face on my cock.
Right.
Like
I think I'd probably go that too.
Yeah, like
I really don't think
it can be
I
covered
want
at
it.
least. Like
I don't think I want a cock on my face.
like that's something you'd have to talk about every single fucking day, and fuck that.
Why do you have that? That's me mate's dick
Yeah,
on
it's
my
me,
face.
But
Oh,
just to
that's
clear
great.
up what Borg said before, I fucking used to tattoo a bit, and I tattooed my mate's dick. Did a line on it because he wanted to see how much it hurt. That was it.
That turned into an arrow. It's an arrow now, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't do the arrowhead. I don't think someone else did. I did the line.
Nah, you would have done it. You did it. You did it all.
No, well, there you go. I don't even remember what I did.
Classic. Fucking Preto just talking shit. Fucking what up, Preto?
Yeah.
This one from fucking Brendan Carter. One question for the number one
Oh,
podcast.
cheers for that, mate.
Fuck yeah, number one podcast. Here we are, number one podcast in Australia. We're coming for you, fucking impulsive fucking cunts. It's for you, but for you and Smitey. When the times were tough and you had that little head fuck of what am I doing and where am I even trying? Why am I even trying? Righto, yeah. When you have the little head fuck of what are you doing or why am I even trying? Who was the person that stood behind you and said, keep going, you got this, don't stop? Question 2, what would you say to them now? You got that one, Schmitto?
Yeah, well, when in my time shit was getting hard, like fuck man, like there was people around, there was a few mates at the time, and it was in my last hard stint, it was Mrs. And she was fucking great. Still talk to her to this day, but yeah, myself really, fucking I have to say that, and I can stand proud by it and be like, you know what, I was lost at times, but I was always fucking pointing in the right direction. I knew what was right and I knew what needed to be done. It just took sometimes a little bit fucking more to get there and do it. It was easier to not do it, I guess. So yeah, myself, I fucking pushed and pushed and pushed. I knew I was doing wrong, but there at times, but that's all you can do. You can fucking throw your hands in the air and, you know, just keep being a shit person, or you can strive to keep fucking getting better. It might take a long time, but yeah, I guess that's myself, man. That's basically where that is. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of people in the end, but when I'm talking about living by myself, when it was just struggle street through and through for myself, like, yeah, I had to be quite fucking headstrong.
Yeah, I think I could probably almost agree, man. I think it really, really, truly comes from within, and it's there. It's fucking in there. Just listen to that fucking voice. You've just let the angry fucking shitty voice take over. You know what I mean? It comes from within, and you got to fucking have that little bit of love for yourself. Look back at how far you've come, and even if you have fucked up, like it's not a fuck up, it's a lesson, and that's all you're here to do is learn and live from those fucking mistakes and grow from it. So I think, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, like for fucking lot of it, man, I had fucking no one. I had no one. And, you know, if anything, you know, like there was those probably points where if I did hit any sort of breaking point, it would have been around mum, and mum would have probably dragged me out of the hole that sort of just kept me going. You know, she'd always sort of, if I was like, you know, I'm fucking over it and I'm done with this shit, she'd be like, that'd be a bit stupid, wouldn't it? You know, you've come this far, and it's like they're those little things that have got me through it. But I think it is, man, it's all, as much as those fucking dark voices are loud, there is still that light voice that's going, bro, you're fucking doing all right.
Definitely.
And like, unless you're in a really, 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 really dark place, and
even then,
Even then,
even then,
you
because,
should
fuck,
still.
I
There
got-
should be that tiny bit of fucking light, and just
sure. There
just
always
follow
is.
it.
I know I got into like the deepest, darkest state that I've ever been in at points there, and a big thing that comes back to me is remembering, like you said, Borgs, where you come from and the person that you used to be. If you've changed that much, the
Yeah.
person you used to be as either a kid or when you were growing up at home, whatever, I always knew I was a fucking through and through good person. I had a good upbringing. I had good people surrounding me when I was younger. I knew they were all there. So it was always a thing that I was thinking back to the times that weren't like the times I'm in and struggling in now or then. So being able to remember that back then was a fucking big push for myself, because without that, you ain't got really anything and you're only living in the now, and that would be fucked to live in the now, especially in a dark time, without remembering the good times that you had. So it's not all lost. It probably seems like it is at the time, and it did for me, but being able to remember back to them because the times were so through and through good and fucking right and whatnot, I knew that was still there, and I knew that that was the person I was and is and could be again, and I had to find that person again, because it was no good in the way I was living at that time. There was a reason why it was dark, and I was thinking all these things. So yeah, definitely being able to look back on the good times and remember those things and go, you know what, no, that's still there. I am still that person. I've still got that. I've just got to find myself and get back to it.
Yeah, and I mean, just sort of, obviously, fucking, we've done things a little bit different than a lot of people. We really chased our fucking dreams from day dot. We both
sure.
did. We both said, fuck the system, and we did what we wanted to do. I know, like, a lot of people could maybe look back and regret what they've done. And that's an even worse feeling, that you're sort of like, you feel like you've wasted this time, or but trust me when I say, like, it will come around and you'll be like, fuck, I did that for, like, you know, you'd be working in a fucking dead-end job, or you're fucking hating it, or you did all this shit. Those things will come back to benefit you later on. Trust me. You'll be doing something and be like, holy fuck, I spent that fucking year doing that shit over there, and I hated it, and it fucking whatever. But now I've got that fucking knowledge or skill to bring it in when I'm doing this other thing. But getting a little bit fucking lost on it. I think, yeah, you've got to just, even if you do say hit a point where, you know, you fucking regret a lot of fucking time wasting, all that sort of stuff, still look at the bigger picture of how far you've come. You know, there's still, or look at the picture of how far you want to go and start fucking doing it, because yeah, I'm sort of getting a little bit fucking lost on the whole fucking of my own topic. But
just to finish on from my side with Brendan's fucking thing, what would you say to them now? Basically, man,
yeah,
that's a pat on the back for myself, because fuck, besides the people that are around now that did through and through help through that time that, you know, got me to where I am now, thank you to you guys. But as for what would you say to them, I'd besides thank you, I've got to thank myself, really. Like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, and that's what it sort of boils down to, man. Like, you've got to just appreciate where you are and what you've got, because that's half the thing too. When you're in those dark times, like, the things you've got just don't mean anything, and you don't care about them. And where it's like, you do, if you've got a fucking good family that care about you, you've got good fucking friends, all these things, they're those bottom lines that you've just got to look at that and grow from that and work on those, and, you know, grow better relationships with people, be a better person to other people, and it will all generate and come back to you. Like,
yeah, for sure. That's one big thing that I can say, that I've always tried to be to other people that surround me, a good fucking person.
yeah,
No matter how dark my times got, I always was polite, fucking, you know, a good person.
that'll shine through like anything.
It does, man. It does. Like, even till now, like, I'm still reaping benefits from my darkest times, being that good person.
Yeah.
To this day, you know, that's still shining through. There was times and things that people that I helped out through them times that I don't even fucking remember, but those people remember.
Yeah.
And they bring it up now in this time, you know, like I said, I've forgotten about it, but they're still good enough to bring it up. And then, yeah, always be a fucking good person. There's no excuse to being a fucking shit person, and that is that. You could be living your hardest fucking days. It still doesn't mean you take it out on anyone else. If you're going to take it out on anyone, it's your fucking self. But don't be too hard on yourself, because that can make things go real bad too.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't. It's like, don't take life so hard. Like, and the only reason we take life so hard is because it's fucking thrown on us. Yeah. Don't catch it. Let it fucking go past you. You know what I mean? Let that fucking life fly past and go, oh yeah, I'm going to still just,
because the shit that gets thrown on us is only made by another fucking human. And who's that motherfucker to make the decision to make that a rule?
Exactly. And yeah, I think me sort of going back on what would you say to him now, I think it's going back to being very, well, Mum, thanks for always being there, Mum. Fucking love you, Mum. When it comes back to being that, you've just got to be very, very self-driven. Yeah. Push yourself.
Fuck yeah.
And push it. So, like, if you have to have it with a little bit of ego on the touch to prove someone wrong, you know, work through that. Don't always ride with I'm going to prove them right, because you'll never get anywhere doing that. But if that's your little bit of a drive to stand up and go, I am going to do this, or you're going to do it because you do take that second to realise what you actually do have. And at the end of the day, you know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? It's a fucking breath of fresh air. Breathe in, exhale, and just realise you're alive and you're here and you're in this experience, and there's things you can touch and drive and ride and play with and smell and feel and hear and taste, and that's all that fucking matters. Just go out there and fucking heighten those senses and just enjoy your fucking time here.
That might sound silly to some, but realistically, that's all that's fucking...
That's
all that's good.
Do fucking DMT and it'll make sense to fucking everyone, because that is all we are. We are just sensing things. We are just a bunch of senses, and how we react to it throws it back in our fucking faces. Sure. But top question there, Brendan. Brendan. Sorry, I almost put a bit of a Brandon on there. Then that's a fucking sick shirt, boss, on your Dave. Fucking, it was from the photo that I posted with it. But no food topics. It's overrated. Fuck yeah.
Cool.
On ya. Thanks for your 2 cents there. Why is there so many floggers in the car scene? I'm just going to floggers. One, I find I like the way I like how you've used floggers. Number 2, I'm going to be straight up. There's floggers in every fucking scene. Go into another scene about anything, and there's going to be floggers. There's fuckheads everywhere, and at the end of the day, you know what the problem is, ladies and gentlemen? You know why there's floggers everywhere? Because we need to start ballsing up and telling people that they're floggers. We just go, fuck, that dude's a flog. No, from now on, we've got to go, mate, you're a bit of a flog, and you need to fucking not be a flog.
You need to go home and sort yourself out.
Go home, sort your shit out, and not be a flog. Right, so there's my advice to you. Instead of just whinging about the flogs in your scenes, tell them they're a flog, and then be like, maybe you should not do this as much. Put that shit on silent, bro.
Yeah, how's that, eh? Interruption.
How'd you boys going head first into the enduro shit? I know that it destroys me physically than anything else I've ever done. Yeah, definitely fucking enduro's some hardcore shit there, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure is.
Yeah, very, very full on the body. Fucking, I was pretty fucking wrecked after it. That night we got back here, I didn't move much. We pretty much ended up on the couch and did fucking sweet fuck all. And the day after, I was definitely a little bit stiff. I think there was shit going on, so we sort of had to get straight into it. And I think I sort of moved it out of me pretty good. And I think even maybe sort of the day after, I was still a little bit fucking stiff. And it definitely fucking took it out of me. But fitness 101, get yourself a fucking dirt bike and go for a ride down a creek in the bush, and you'll fucking know what fitness is, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck yeah. I had a bit of a rude shock with it all. Like, obviously, the bike being set up the way it was fucking tall as, and I've got short fucking legs. And my legs, I've figured out that with all the brakes and whatnot and having fucking moto boots on is real fucking uncomfortable, because my left foot is wider now, toes don't work, and fucking, aching inside of boot while trying to concentrate and ride over some fucking hard shit and some rocks and dried up creek beds and all that.
Sorry about that.
Put your shit on silent, man.
I know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a fucking pretty hard day, grueling day, but was cool. It's funny, you know. You all you want to do is get on the bike and do these things and ride, and when you're actually doing them, it can be fucking sometimes really fucking difficult and be like, fuck, what are we even doing here? But you know, when you get to the end of it all, it's always a good fucking talking point.
Definitely. Yeah, sorry about that little bit there. I was just I'm just gonna drop the fucking. I'm gonna do a little bit of bloody live on. Oh, they've fucking updated it. You're back on your fucking TikTok. Look, they've put the fucking thingo back on. There's 10.3 thousand of my followers online now for fucking live. So I'm just gonna like spend the last fucking 5 or 10 minutes on fucking live on the fucking TikToks.
All right.
So yeah, you go to the next questions.
I think you should. I was watching the latest one and then seeing this pop up. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of
I think you should get your brother-in-law on. Yeah, 100%. Big Spence. He'll be on here sometime soon.
Keep fucking doodling, my dude.
We got fuck yeah, man. They're fucking killer. You got Nick McKeown. I want to know. Oh wait, what do you mean, man? You go to fucking livediefree.com and you look for it and purchase it.
I think it says it. Did I comment on it? There's a few comments that are almost just scan over him.
Yeah.
Then I think there's a couple of like end comments. Jacob talks about some bones. You could probably go through that a little
got
bit.
Jacob Sticks here. How many broken bones you had or your mates? Fuck, man. I've had lots. I've tore a rotator cuff from the bone off my shoulder. I've broken my wrist, broken my legs multiple times, many surgeries, broken toes, broken wrists, shoulder reconstruction, knee reconstructions, nose broken. The only thing I haven't really destroyed and broken in my body is my back and neck. So I'm pretty lucky in that sense and can't really complain these days with the amount of surgery and amount of fucking shit that I went through in those times. So a lot to answer your question. As for Borgs, he's got a little bit of a different answer, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely didn't stack up broken bones like you did. I think I'm sitting on, so I broke my wrist riding dirt bikes, went over the bars, hand first, popped that out. I broke my sternum because Schmidto pushed me out of a boat going flat out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, eh? Fuck, that was hooking too.
Yeah, flat
Did you not know that was coming?
No, well, what happened, right, is we were doing it. I'd already done it once.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Flat chat.
So don't say you just didn't know.
No, you fucked me, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Watch the fucking footage and fuck me, right? We're fucking flat chat in a fucking Malibu fucking wake boat down the road. Yeah, let's try and jump out. Bloody Travis Pastrana's dad does it. Why can't we do it? Woo! Right, so then we did one. Me, Nick and Matho jumped out the back of the boat. Fuck yeah, sweet as. We all fucking landed sweet. That was fun, man. Let's do it again. And then we went we're on to do it again. Fucking 3, 2, 1. I weirdly fucking hesitated. Don't know why. Fucking, now I know why. Anyway, I fucking was like, oh, fucking just went down a little bit. And you were like right there and you just fucking did what you fucking do and was like, fucking go, cunt, hey. And because you did that, I went like, fuck. And like jumped away from, and like I span weird. So when I hit the water, I was like uneven. So it like went
in a spin.
Crack and just
whiplasher.
Snapped me into the fucking water and fucking broke that. So yeah, I broke me fucking sternum. That was fucked. Can you remember that trip home?
Oh, in the van, laughing.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, and the bumps.
Cunt.
The bumps.
Fucking vans, man. And
straight up and down jolts.
It's fucked up.
Fuck
but,
yeah.
Yeah,
keep
go.
going. No, you're all right.
And then I broke my foot out the front of Greendale pub on my motorbike. I fucking slid out and literally, it was crazy, man. I was going 2 k's an hour, pulled out on a road and gave it a little bit of berries and it fucking just must have hit a little bit of oil or something. Cunt slid out on me, bang, put my foot down, broke my foot. And then I broke my ankle because I fell out of a tree. I didn't fall out of a tree. I was climbing trees with Carby and fucking I got a little bit I went to jump out of the tree and he sort of like ran under me, so I had to like move me step and my foot landed weird and I fucking snapped my ankle. And I think that is it for broken bones. Done some ligaments in things and all that sort of stuff, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob's come in to finish it off, all crazy broken bone accidents. I'll just tell you quickly on my last one because it was pretty brutal. I was riding a show in Sydney for Red Bull and I jumped. My first jump in practice, I came up short on a portable truck setup, and that's pretty brutal if you know what they look like. And came down. I knew I was coming up short, so I had the bike flat out. I impacted on the case pad on top of the truck, dislocated both feet around my foot pegs, and because I had the bike wide open because I was coming up short, it had enough time on the top deck of the truck to create, like, to get traction, so it wheelied off the top of the truck. I was in a position where I had to go, oh, fuck, like, I'm already in heaps of pain. This is going to hurt even more. Quick split-second decision. Jumped off the bike, away from the bike, and floated probably another 25 to 30 foot into the bitumen with dislocated feet. I went flat-footed to the bitumen, pushed both tibs and fibs into my feet, on the internals obviously, and broke my left foot Liz Frank fracture, split it from my toes up to my ankle, and then crushed my right foot completely, like shattered it into 100 pieces. And they had to fuse both feet after it. It was a massive, massive long period of time. I was in and out of wheelchairs for a long time because there was times there where I couldn't use both of them. I could use one and I could then use the other one at different times, and it was just a big fucking fuckfest in that sense. Yeah, many, many surgeries and fusions in the end, and fucking just a whole lot of time off the bike and off life and getting more and more addicted to drugs back then. It was fucked. But yeah, that crash was one of the biggest ones and fucking hurt. It hurt heaps.
Fucking hectic. Fucking TikTok lives going right. Like, this is just, how's this for, ladies and gentlemen? This is some shit that get on TikTok. While I've got you here, TikTokers, if you're fucking watching, tap that fucking screen for me so we get a few more cunts in here. And if you got any questions, fucking chuck some questions in. But we've got a bloody g'day all. And how's it, like, we just...
Big rig.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, fucking don't know, man. People are weird. And this is another example of why people are weird. Like this random comment. You forgot being circumcised. What do you even mean, cunt?
Where's that on?
Oh, this is on my TikTok. Just random cunts popping in.
Oh, yeah, fucking trolleys, eh?
Yeah, oh, they're fucked.
Just trolleys.
Just
fucking Safeway trolleys everywhere.
But we got Broken Fang from Texas watching us. What up, Broken Fang from Texas?
Fuck yeah.
Got a bit of shit going on.
Have to be late over there, wouldn't it, mate?
That's an injury. Oh, it probably would. No, it'd be getting on late. Definitely be getting on late.
A lot of fucking hype on the shirts in these comments.
Yeah.
People loving them.
Yeah, definitely a bit going on in that one. But
some random big rig comment, that's strange, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Then big Brody Graham from Perth. As the OGs of our sport, and we all know it's dying worldwide and there is no comps or events anymore, especially in Australia, what's your guys' thoughts for the younger generation, as it seems not many are keen to pursue into it anymore, which is a disappointment. That's touching on the same stuff that we spoke about.
Firstly, appreciate the compliment of calling us OGs of the sport.
I did read that and thought, fucking, how's that, eh?
That's pretty fucking cheers, brother. We're sort of same sort of deal. We have actually talked a lot about this, about the whole fucking moto scene for a lot of this podcast, but it is going to be definitely harder for the younger generations. There is, like I said, there are these new things coming up, ways to sort of do it. Have yourself a fucking platform, get on the social media. People just want to see you and watch you, like this fucking TikTok thing, like, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers, there's 14 cunts from around the world just watching me talk shit now. That's what they want to see, and the realer you are, the realer you get to it. That's sort of the fucking the gift. So just fucking keep doing your things, dudes. If you love it, do it because you fucking love it. Do it to progress yourself. Do it to fucking inspire dudes around you, and that just fucking do it for the love. I think, you know, that was another thing too. You know, it blew up to the point where, you know, it started becoming like, you know, the hype of it. Oh, you can fucking get famous and shit. And you know, a lot of motherfuckers you could tell just came into the industry for
Looking
that.
for that.
And looking for the fame and looking for the attention and all that sort of shit. And, you know, breaking down freestyle motocross, it is attention. It's attention grabbing. It's like, hey, you're showing off. You're like, hey, look at me doing my stunts. But
it's fucking very calculated showing
that's
off.
100%.
You've got to do a lot of work for it.
And that's having that passion and love for riding the bike and learning it and having those fucking. So I think if you've got that, keep it, run with it, use it as much as you can. Just stay fucking motivated and.
Like yourself, Brody.
Yeah,
You ride,
you're
you
fucking
do it,
killing it, dude.
you
You just keep doing your thing, man. Keep fucking ripping in, fucking.
You're not really, you know, you're just doing your thing, man. You're not in it because you're looking for this or you're looking for that. It would be nice. I know everyone does it. Is, you know, there's that a bit of that's there, and you can't say it's not because it's always good to fucking have a little bit of something and work towards it. But yeah, as for yourself, Brody, like fucking, you're doing it, man, and you're becoming, you know, you're creating something for younger people to look in, and you're paving the way, man. So keep doing what you're doing, and just think of it like that. You're paving the way. There's people like us that have paved the way for people like you, and now it's your turn to keep that going. So do it, and remember that you know, you got to think about it, do it right, all the rest of it, if you want it to work, and keep going and have that trend come through in the next generations, and yeah, all the rest. So you stick to doing what you're doing, man. You fucking, get back out on that bike. I've noticed you haven't really been doing as much as what you were there for a bit, but that's due to times in the world and all the rest of it. But just get back on your bike, keep riding those 110s, the 250s, riding the hills, the dunes, jumping, fucking learning, thriving. It's all good shit, man. You're onto it.
Fucking oath, killing it, brother. I think I was speaking to him last night. He dropped in because he was been watching the podcast and stuff, and I think he's been super busy buying houses and doing that sort of deal. So, you know, you got to keep your hustle on, man, and, you know, keep hustling, doing your thing, get your own, and that's the key. I'm just sort of trying to scan through there's a couple of fucking comments and shit on this live too, but bloody nice garage. Cheers, mate.
Kind of just ran all the Facebook stuff. That was the last one from Brody Graham. So
love from Sweden. Fuck yeah, Sweden in the
Fucking
house.
oath.
Welcome down under, motherfucker.
Is it snowing
Yep,
in Sweden?
I don't know. Is it snowing in Sweden?
On another note,
You're cool.
We're at 1 hour and 31. It's been a pretty good one.
Yeah, we're
flowy,
peaking.
Fucking flowy talks. So that's always good. It was just kind of sat down and let it kind of flow on this one. We didn't really have much of a structure again, due to being busy and the day coming around really quick. Weeks go so fast around here now.
Yeah.
Like so fast. But
It's fuck.
yeah, I think it's always good to have one like this because it's just raw. It's through and through. It's always good communicating through the comments with you guys and just hearing what you want to hear because it makes our job on this end flow a little better and a little bit easier, and it works. So if you guys, you know, jump on and have a bit of a suss whenever you can and drop in and say, fuck, I want to know about this, or I want to hear you talk about this, or whatever, because, it always makes things flow.
And I don't know too, you know, if you guys have got your own thing going on and you want to send us anything, you know, we're in the age of being independent and having your own fucking thing going on. So if you've fucking got some cool shit, send us some shit. We'll open it on the podcast. That's always good. It's always a little bit fucking interesting. What the fuck's the fucking post thingo again? 514 PO Box 514 Melton 3337. You know, address it to fucking Might Die Podcast. Send us some weird shit. We'll fucking open it on here. We'll have a laugh with it. We'll try it. We'll test it. We'll use it. We'll do all those sorts of things.
And it'll stay on the set.
That's it, yeah. And, you know, all that sort of shit. Fucking put it on part of the set. I know this is super random, but I've just copped a comment on this live feed that's a little bit like fucking hits a little bit fucking hard. It's like, it says from bloody Andrew, 2010 Tattoo Expo. You interviewed Jamie. He passed away Saturday in a bike accident.
Shit.
Which is fucking hectic. Now my family can look back on it as a memory. Like, wow, that's
sorry to hear, man.
Yeah,
sorry to hear for the loss.
And forever, the families involved and all that shit. That's never, and like on a bike too. It's fucking shit. Wow.
Yeah. Condolences to the family.
So yeah, man. Look, I might have a bit more footage that was unchopped. We'll try and talk more, and if I've got some more footage that I can send you that's a little bit sort of better for you, then we'll go hard, and I'll send you a bunch of footage because memories are all we have, ladies and gentlemen. Life is just a memory.
Bloody oath.
Other than that, though,
It's been a pretty good podcast. I think I've enjoyed it. It's been a good chat. Been good to just chill out, sit down on a fucking Tuesday morning again, and
we're definitely pushing it. We're fucking going for an hour and 30, so we don't want to fucking hold up everyone for too long. Righto.
Nah, fuck. If you're here listening, fuck you guys. You can listen.
Well, if you're still here, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Or maybe you're watching on the fucking
Nah, we love yous.
On the YouTubes.
Bloody oath. Oh, what do you reckon, Shano? We wrap her up there?
Yeah, smoke machine's fucking died out. I don't know what's happening on there. I'm going to have to suss it. But
we ran out of liquid, dog.
Fuck, probably. All right, yeah, let's call it.
All right, people.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for dropping in. Thanks
you know
for
the
listening.
deal.
Like I said, if you fucking want to hear anything, you want to know anything, fucking drop in on a comment somewhere, on a picture, video, whatever it is. But yeah, thank you again. Always a fucking pleasure.
Get around it. Social medias, you know where they're at. Bloody fucking. You should be onto them. And if you're not, start doing your research and get around it. We'll catch you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen.
Bloody oath.
Enjoy yourselves. Peace out. Woo!
Have a good Tuesday.